Hi students, welcome back. Welcome back to this video session. My name is Samuel Chukwu Emeka. In this video session, we shall discuss modular inverse using extended Euclidean algorithm part 2. Okay, in this video, this is a continuation of the first video. You see, I've created more space in this video. Okay. We shall now solve the two remaining questions. We shall solve it so that you can kind of gain more understanding of how this works, how this method works. Please, you need to, I didn't write the steps here because you need to write the steps from the previous video so that we can use it over here, okay? So we want to find the modular, the inverse of 55 mod 89. Okay. In this case, our A is the greater one, A is 89, and our B is 55. Right? So let's do our stuff. Let's do our thing. We write the steps. Okay, then we write a C, D, Q, R, conclusion, and you know what? Let's do two lines here. Let's do two lines here. So that we can continue from here. We can continue from here. And probably we can use this space as a rough work. If we need to do any rough work, we use that space. We can continue from there. We write our steps. Now, these two lines is just to separate. Okay, to separate the stuff. We might have a lot of steps, so that's why. Okay. C steps. Then we have C. Let me make this conclusion today. This is bigger. Okay. Here. Then steps. Then we have our C, D, Q, R, and the conclusion. All right. Okay, so step one. We have step one, and our C will be the bigger one, 89, and our B will be 55. Okay, step one is gone here for now. Then we have step two. Step two, our C is 89, 55. 89 divided by 55 will give us what? 1. Remember what? 9 minus 5 is 4, and 8 minus 5 is 3. Right? 1 remainder 34. Right? Right? So, now, what do we do next? We now see that our arrow, we use the algorithm. Remember that our arrow, let's write it here. Our arrow should be C minus QD. Remember that. Okay? And let's write everything we need to remember here. Our arrow should be C minus QD, and our GCD of A and B should be MA plus MB. Okay, linear combination of A and B. So our conclusion here, 34 is equal to 89 minus 1 times 55. Right? So this is equal to, our 89 is what? A minus 1 times b. Okay, so this is a minus b. A minus b. Okay, then the next thing we have to do is what? We use step 3. Step 3, our arrow is not 0. It's not anything, it's not even near 0. So we're going to interchange, okay? So our d becomes 55 and our arrow becomes 34, right? And our quotient, we apply that to get the quotient and the remainder. 55 divided by 34 is 1. Remember, 5 minus 4 is 1, and 5 minus 3 is 2. Okay, remember 21. Right? Now, you calm down. You do this step by step. Calm down. So now our arrow 21 will be equal to 55 minus 1 times 34. Okay? And that will be equal to 55 minus 1 times, what did we get as a 34? A minus b. Okay? And that will be equal to 55 minus a plus b. And that will be equal to, our 55 is b, right? B minus a plus b. Okay? And this is negative a, b plus b is what? Plus 2b. Okay? So we keep it right there. Alright? Our arrow is 21, it's not 0 yet. So we have step 3 again. Step 3. Our D is now C, which is 34, and our arrow 21 is now D, 21. Okay, 34 divided by 21 gives you 1. Remember, 4 minus 1 is 3, 3 minus 2 is 1. Remember 13, right? Okay, the conclusion is that 13 is equal to 34 minus 1 times 21, right? So 13 is equal to 34 minus 1. I don't know whether you're seeing this space well, so let me just do this here, if you don't mind. Let me just do it here. 13 is equal to 34 minus 1 times 21. So our 13 is equal to 34 minus 1 times 21 is what? Minus a plus b, minus a plus 2b, right? So this is 34 minus 1 times minus a is plus a, minus 1 times plus 2b is minus 2b, right? And this is equal to, what did we get as a 34? A minus b, okay? A minus b plus a minus 2b. And that will give us a plus a is 2a minus b minus 2b minus 3b. 2a minus 3b. Okay? Alright, then our arrow is 13, so we still do step 3. So let me erase this so I can continue. But you know, it's good. You know, I have to erase it because of the space of the board. If you're writing this in paper, it's good you have it, you know, as one, you know, a nice table. Okay. So 1C, 21, and the arrow becomes 13. 21 divided by 13 is what? 1. Remember, 11 minus 3 is what? 8. Okay? So our conclusion, 8 will be equal to 21 minus 1 times 13. So this will be equal to 21 minus 1 times 13 is what? 2a minus 3b. Okay? Which is equal to our 21 is negative a plus 2b. Negative, well, let's finish up. 21 minus 2a, right? Plus 3b. So our 21 will be negative a plus 2b minus 2a plus 3b. And negative a, negative 2a is negative 3a. 2b plus 3b is plus 5b. Okay? We're still stuck. It's still not 0. So we've got to continue. Okay? Now, this method is easier than working backwards, right? I mean, to me, it is. You know, you just have to follow the steps. If you follow the steps, I mean, it's pretty easy. And if you practice, you know, just practice makes perfect. Okay, here we are still on step 3. Our D becomes the new C, 13. Our arrow 8 here. 13 divided by 8 is what? 1 remainder 5, right? So this will be 5 will be 13 minus 1 times 8, which is 13 minus 1 times our 8 is what? Negative 3a plus 5b. So this will be 13 minus 1 times minus 3a is plus 3a minus 5b. And that will be equal to, what did we get as our 13? 2a minus 3b. 2a minus 3b plus 3a minus 5b. So 2a plus 3a is what? 5a. And minus 3b minus 5b is minus 8b. Okay? We are still stuck here. So we come over here. Let me do this in a way that it will accommodate. Now this is still one question, you know. That's the thing about it. You have enough paper. Now steps. I have my steps here. Then C, D, Q, R, then conclusion. I think this is better. Okay. So we're still on step 3, right? Our D will now be the new C, 8, and our 5 will now be D, right? 8 divided by 5 is what? 1. Remember what? 3. So this will be 3 equal to 8 minus 1 times 5. Okay? So this is equal to 8 minus 1 times, our 5 was what? 5a minus 8b. You just have to be careful here, very careful here. Which is now 8 minus 5a plus 8b. And what did we get as our 8? Our 8 was what? Negative 3a plus 5b. Then minus 5a plus 8b. And this will give us what? What will it give us? Negative 8a plus 13b. Okay, we are still not done. We still have step 3 again. Step 3. Our 5 is now our C, and our 3 is now our D. 5 divided by 3 is what? 1. Remember what? 2. We're still stuck. We are still stuck. We're still stuck. Okay. So 1 remember 2. So our 2 is equal to 5 minus 1 times 3, which is 5 minus 1 times, our 3 is what? Negative 8a plus 13b. You have a lot of distributive property here. And that will be equal to 5 plus 8a minus 13b. And that will be equal to what? Our 5 was what? 5a minus 8b plus 8a minus 13b. And that will be equal to 13a minus 21b. Okay? We are not done yet. So we come over here on step 3. We come over here. And our C is now what? 3. And our R2 is now our D, 2. 3 divided by 2 is what? 1. Remember, 1. We're still not through. We're still stuck. Okay, this is 1 equal to 3 minus 1 times 2, which is 3 minus 1. Our 2 is what? 13a minus 21b. Okay? This is very easy to make a mistake in. Very easy to make a mistake in. You really have to be careful. You have to be careful. Honestly, you have to. You know, you see how I'm doing it step by step. I'm not trying to substitute this right away and keep doing. I'm doing it step by step. You know, it's good to get it right. 3 minus 13a plus 21b. Okay? And this is, our 3 is now what? Our 3 is negative 8a plus 13b minus 13a plus 21b. Okay? Negative 8, negative 13 is negative 21a, and this is plus. 3 plus 1 is 4. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 34b. Right? And we still have one more. One more of step 3. And then we got step 4. Okay? So this will be, our D is now 2, which is C, and our arrow that is 1 is now D, which is 1. 2 divided by 1 is what? 2, remainder 0. Breathe out. You know, we've been breathing in. In, out. Okay, so 0 is equal to 2 minus 2 times 1. Okay, so which is equal to 2 minus 2 times 1 is negative 21a plus 34b. Why are we doing this step? I know this is not necessary. I know, because of course our GCD is 1, I know. But why are we doing this step? We are doing it to check whether we will see 89 and 55. We've got to say, we have to say, and one will have a negative coefficient, the other one will have a positive coefficient. We have to. If we don't see 89 and 55, there is a problem. There is. So this will be equal to 2 plus 2 times 21 is 42. A minus 68B. And this will be equal to, our 2 was what? 13A minus 21B minus 21B plus 42A minus 68B. So this will be 13A plus 42A is what? That gives us 55A, then minus 89B. Hey! You see, this one is plus 55 times 89 minus 89 times 55 gives us 0. And we can now conclude, we can now say, let's be using here for our conclusion. We can now say that the GCD of 89 and 55 is 1, which tells you they are relatively prime. And then we can now say that the 1 is equal to 1 is equal to the previous, okay? The previous here, not this, okay? Negative 21A plus 34B. So 1 will be equal to negative 21 times 89 plus 34 times 55. So the Bezout's coefficient n is equal to negative 21 and n is 34. Therefore, the inverse of 55 mod 89 is equal to 34. 34 here. Okay? All right. We still have number 4 to do. Okay? Let's go ahead and do it. Let's do it. Okay, so what I will do now is I'm going to erase this. Let's do it. Okay. All right, number 4. Inverse of 89 mod 232. 232. Here our A is going to be 232, the bigger one, and our B will be 89. Okay? So, step 1. Step 1 is pretty much the easier step. Here our C will be what? 232, and our D will be what? 89. Then step 2, we have 232 here, 89. 232 divided by 89. I can do it without calculator, but let's save some time. So that gives you 2 remainder, 54. Okay? So this means that 54 is equal to 232 minus 2 times 89. So this will be equal to A minus 2B. Okay? That's our step 2. right? So, step 3, we now have what? Because this is 54, we are not near yet. Okay? We now have D to be C, 89, and then here to be 54, right? When you divide it, it's going to give you what? 1 remainder. If this was 89 and 55, you know, it would have been easier for us. That will take us back to that, you know. That would have taken us back to that. If it was 89 and 55, that would have taken us back to that, and I will just end this. I will end this video right now. Okay, let's do this. So 9 minus 4 is 5, and 8 minus 5 is 3, 35. So this means that 35 is equal to 89 minus 1 times 54, which is 89 minus 1, A minus 2B, which is 89 minus A plus 2B, which is 89 is what? B minus A plus 2B, which is negative A plus 3B. Okay, next one is step 3. Again, in this case we have 54 and we have 35. Q is 1. 14 minus 5 is 9. And 4 minus 3 is 1, right? And this will be that 19 is equal to 54 minus 1 times 35, which is 54 minus 1, negative A plus 3B, which is, 54 plus A minus 3B, which is A minus 2B plus A minus 3B, which is 2A minus 5B. Another step 3, we have here now to be 35, and we have this to be 19. And this is 1. 15 minus 9 is 6. 2 minus 1, 1. 16. Okay, so this will be that 16 is equal to 35 minus 1 times 19, which is 35 minus 1, 2A minus 5B, which is 35 minus 2A plus 5B, which is 35 is negative A plus 3B minus 2A plus 5B, which is negative 3A plus 8B. Okay? Negative 3A plus 8B. Alright? Then, the next one, we are still on step 3. We still have step 3 hanging on our neck, that we need to do it and clear it. So this will be okay. Step 3, and this is this will be 19, and this will be 16, and this will be 1 remainder 3, right? And this will be that 3 is equal to 19 minus 1 times 16, which is 19 minus 1 times negative 3A plus 8B. Okay? Which is equal to 19 plus 3A minus 8B, right? Which is equal to 19 is what? What did we get as a 19? 2a minus 5b plus 3a minus 8b, which is 5a minus 13b. Okay? Another step 3. This one probably will not be long. Oh, it seems as if it will be long anyway. Okay, the next one, this will be 16 and this will be 3. And this is 3 into 16 is what? 5 remainder 1, right? 3 into 16 is 5 remainder 1. Okay, yeah, this one probably wouldn't be long. Yeah, like the question 3. So this would be what? That 1 is equal to, yeah, it's not going to be long. 1 is equal to 16 minus 5 times 3, right? Which is 16 minus 5 times 3 is what? 5a minus 13b. So this is 16 minus 25a plus 65b. And our 16 is what? What did we get as our 16? Negative 3a plus 8b minus 25a plus 65b. So this will be negative 28a, right? Plus 65 plus 8 is what? 73. 73b. Okay, and we have one more. One more for step 3, and then we have step 4. So, under step 3, our D is now 3, and this is our D3 will now be C3, and our R1 will now be D1. 3 divided by 1 is 3, remainder 0. Yay! Breathe out! In, out. Okay, don't mind Mr. C. I joke a lot. Okay, this is 0 equal to 3 minus 3 times 1, right? Which is 3 minus 3 times 1 is what? Negative 28a plus 73b, which is 3 plus 3 times 8 is 24, carry 2, 3 times 2, 6 plus 2, 8, 84a, negative 3 times 3, 9, 3 times 7, 21b, which is now 3 is what? 5a minus 13b plus 84a minus 219b. And that will give us 5 plus 84 is 89a, then minus 9 plus 3 is 12, 1 plus 1, 2 plus 1, 3, 2, 3, 2b. Yes, we got it. 2, 3, 2, and 89. And you can drink some water, or you dance, or you eat some broccoli. You eat some vegetables, or you eat some broccoli. Okay, now let's do the last one. And the last one is step 4. Okay, let's do our step 4 here anyway. Yeah. Our final step is step 4. And I should, you know what, I'll just write it here. So our GCD, step 4, our GCD of 23289 is equal to 1. You know why it's 1? Excuse me. Because here is equal to B, 1. And then this means that 1 is equal to, you look for the term, negative 28a plus 73b. So this means that 1 is equal to negative 28 times A is 232 plus 73 times 89. So if we look at this, our Bezout's coefficients will be negative 28 and 73. So the inverse of 89 mod 232 will be 73. 73. Okay.
Thank you so much for listening to this video. If you have any further questions, please leave it in your comments. Thank you and have a nice day.